Hello students, this is Mahmood. Welcome to my channel Physics by Mahmood sir. In today's class, we are going to discuss the concept of significant figures. What are significant figures? So this significant figures has two parts. The first part I can say the number of digits which are reliably known, and the second one what you call it as one uncertain digit. The combination of digits which are reliably known and uncertain digit, that is called as the significant figure. I'll give you first one example so that it will be clear for you. Let us take an example. This is 5.37. An example I am taking 5.37. How many significant figures are there in this? So I say 3 significant figures. The reason here is this is 1 significant figure, 2 significant figure, 3rd significant, that is 3 significant figures are there. So in this situation students, I say this 5 and 3 both are reliable digits. Reliable digits means they are known digits, accurate digits are there, 5 and 3, but the 7, the last digit, is uncertain digit. Uncertain digits. Why I am using the word uncertain? Uncertain, why I am using? The reason here is this 7, we don't know whether this 7 we got it from the accurate measurement, whether we are getting this 7 from the accurate measurement or this 7 we are getting after rounding of the numbers. You know what are the rounding of the numbers? Let us take the example. Suppose I take one number 5.368. If I take like this 5.368. Now if I want to omit the last digit, that is 8. So how can I omit? You know, if 8 I want to omit it, 8 is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, then what happens? You know, this 6 has to be raised by 1. That means 5.37 and this can be omitted. So therefore 5.37 is the number which we are getting after rounding off the numbers, right? So therefore 5.37 we are getting. So I said just now this the last digit which what we are getting is uncertain. The reason is we don't know, again I repeat, we don't know this 7 we are getting after rounding off the numbers or this digit we are getting after exact measurement of the physical quantity. So the last digit always remains uncertain. So significant figures, let us see the definition, then we go for the method to calculate the significant figure. Now see here, the first you can see here students, this is the in a measurement the numbers which are reliably known as well as the one digit which is uncertain, that gives you the significant figures. Now an example I have taken, find the significant figures in these following numbers. Significant figures. So in your books students, whichever the books you are following, in your books almost 7 to 8 rules are there to find the significant figures, but to your kind information we don't follow that rules. We are going to see a trick, a short trick I can say, which you need not to work more for that and easily you will be getting the answers. Let us see, pay attention. Say students, we are having 10 numbers. First I will start with this 10 numbers. Let us see, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This number, decimal system we call it as decimal system. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now pay attention, all the digits which are starting from 1 ending to 9, all these digits from here you can see, from here to here, all these digits are significant. All digits 1 to 9, they all are significant digits. You do not to think. Whenever the number is getting, you have to count that as a significant. The problem or the issue is only with 0, this 0. See again I am repeating, we should not follow the rules. If suppose you are start following the rules, if you miss out of that 7 or 8 rule or any rule is getting missed by you, then what happens? You know, the answer will with that it will be a wrong answer. So try to understand what I am saying. The first one students, the first one, all the digits 1 to 9 are significant. We have to be careful about 0 only. So this 0, if I take this 0, so this 0 can have the position like first position, that is starting position, middle position or ending position. So starting position, let us take it, let us take that as the leading zeros. Starting position, leading zero, I will call it as 0 is a leading zero. This leading zero, if suppose you are getting a leading zero, means starting में number के starting में if you are getting this leading zero, then they are non-significant. Now example I will take, this is an example for that. Now see, pay attention, very important. 0.0037, how many significant figures are there in this? In this, how many significant figures are there? So simply you will say that these are the starting zeros, they are not significant. So only 3 and 7, they are the significant figures, and the number of significant figures, only we are having how many number of significant figures? Only 2 significant figures in this. 2 significant figures. Now students, let us go for, this is the leading zeros. Next we go for the trapped zeros. So if you are going for the trapped zero means in between if you are getting, then they are significant. Trapped zeros are always significant. Example, if I get 2.007, how many significant figures are there in this? So these zeros, whether to count this or not, yes, we need to count this. The reason here is these two are the trapped zeros, mean these are significant figures. 2 and 7, they are the significant figures. So therefore these two are coming in between 2 significant figures. 2 and 7 के बीच में है, that is why we are calling it as what? They are also significant. And in this, how many significant figures are there? 4. That is, we can say 2, 0, 0, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 significant figures. Another example I will give you, like if you are getting 3, 0, 7, how many significant figures are there? In this, how many significant figures are there? 3 is a significant figure, 7 is also a significant figure. Whether to count 0 or not in this, yes, we need to count 0. The reason here is, these are the 2 significant figures and 0 is trapped zero in between the 2 significant figures. So we have to count that. So how many significant figures are there? Here 3 significant figures are there. I hope it is clear. The next, the last one is trailing zeros. Trailing zero. So under this trailing zeros, you have to be very careful. If this a number is there with a decimal point, I will give you an example. See, last May, if you are getting zeros, you have to see whether that number has a decimal or not. Decimal is there or non-decimal number. Example, just for example, 3.72100, and here I will take 372100. An example I am considering, just an example. So trailing zeros means in this you can see we are getting at last 2 zeros. So whether these 2 zeros must be counted or not, let us see. If suppose number has a decimal, yes, we have a decimal, then these are significant. The zeros will be significant. That means you have to calculate. These are zeros are significant. But this number does not have any decimal. So therefore, these 2 zeros are non-significant. These 2 are non-significant. So therefore, what we can say here is, how many significant figures are there in this? 3.72100. 2 zeros we have to count because a decimal is there. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many significant figures are there here? 6 significant figures are there. And non-significant, non-decimal, here we don't have any decimal. We are getting last digits as 0. So we should not count that zeros because they are non-significant. So therefore 3, 7, 2, 1 only significant, because as I said you, all these digits are significant. So therefore 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are there in this. I hope you have understood. Once again, let us see. Leading zeros means starting zeros. Starting zeros all non-significant. We should not count them. Like here, These zeros you should not count. 3, 7, 1, 2, that is 2 significant figures are there. Trapped zeros, all the trapped zeros are significant. I have given you, these two are trapped. You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 significant. Here it is what? 1 trapped zero. So this is significant. 3, 0, 7, 1, 2, 3, 3 significant. If suppose we have already done leading zeros, starting zeros, middle zeros, and last one, that is the last zero, trailing zeros. So here, if trailing zeros means you have to see whether that number has the decimal or not. If a number has a decimal, then they all are significant. If they are not having any decimal in a number, then they are non-significant. That is, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 significant, and here we are having just 6 significant, because we are calculating these two, we are including these two as we have a decimal. I hope the concept is clear for you. Now let us go for here the first question. Find the number of significant figures in 50.000. How many significant figures do we have? So how many significant figures do we have? Let us see. So here I say, like, how many significant figures? This is, you can see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last we are having decimal, and these zeros must be included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many significant figures are there? 5 significant figures are there here. 5 significant figures. Simple. Now come to this question, second one. Here they are the, like we can say, the preceding zeros, right? This is 1. So they should not be counted. And these two zeros, what do you say? They are the trapped zeros. So this must be counted. So therefore 7, 5, 0, 0, 1. All must be counted. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here also we are having 5 significant figures. Now come to this third question. How many significant figures in this? This is the number. Here it is what we are having, trailing zero, but a decimal is there. Trailing zero with a decimal. That means it has to be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 significant figures. Now what do you say about this? 7.0200. So 7 and 2, they are significant. We need not to think for that. Just our question or the problem is with 0. So this 0 is significant because it is trapped one. But what do you say about these 2 zeros? For this 2 0, they are trailing zeros. Trailing zeros mean we have to check a decimal. Yes, decimal is there. So therefore 5 significant figures here also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next question. Let us go for the next question. So these are the preceding zeros. All these preceding zeros. That is leading zeros, we can say. So how many zeros are there in between? No zeros. 1, 2, 3. So therefore here only 3 significant figures. Here also you can see all these leading zeros. Leading zeros are there. So therefore only 1 significant figure. Next, come to this question, students. 0.1770. 0 does not include because it is a leading zero. Next one, 0. This is 1770. This 0 has to be counted because it is a trailing zeros with a decimal. So therefore it is this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are there. Next, coming to 4.1 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Actually, this is 10 power of minus 7, students. So this number you should not take care. You can leave this. 4.1, just 4.1. So how many significant figures are there? 2 significant figures are there. Now come to this number 700.00. So therefore this is a number with a decimal. So all these zeros must be counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures. And the last one, that is 601. 6 and 1, they are significant. We need not to think for that. But 0. 0 is also significant because it is trapped one. So how many significant figures? 1, 2. So here the significant figures will be 3. 3 significant figures are there. I hope today you have understood the concept of significant figures and how to calculate the significant figures in a given digits. Hope you have understood. Thank you.